Hey everybody, Robert from Black Belt Gaming. I hope you're doing well. It is early November 2023. Halloween has just passed, but we're still sort of taking down the decorations and putting away the costumes and still have a bit of that Halloween spirit in me. So I wanted to do a playthrough of Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition. This is a request from the channel. Today, I thought I would attempt a playthrough of What Lies Within. This will be my third scenario that I've ever played for Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition. My first one was, I believe, The Cycle of Eternity. For Halloween, I did an attempted playthrough of Escape from Innsmouth, and I played it from beginning to end, got it on tape. Oh man, that was horrifically hard, and didn't go so well. So I have that one on tape. So I thought, I honestly can say I didn't enjoy that one so much. There just were a lot of dead ends that didn't take me anywhere. So I'm kind of hoping this third playthrough might go a little better. So, taking a look at What Lies Within, a murder has taken place in Southside, but something has scared the police off the scene. A friend of yours on the force, worried that the patrol officers here have wasted valuable time, sends you to unofficially take a look around. I'm going to be playing the same two investigators I did for my Escape from Innsmouth scenario that didn't go so well. I've got Agatha Crane, who's a parapsychologist. She's got a special ability here that after you resolve a horror check, you can gain a clue. And then I have Joe Diamond, the private detective, and he can spend a clue token and convert up to 2 of these symbols into successes instead of just 1 for each clue token that he's using. So I thought I would try these 2 investigators out and give them another shot. Alright, I chose my investigators. It looks like we get a lantern, the Bible, magnifying glass, a wrench, and the wither spell. And each investigator begins with 1 clue token. All right, I divided up the items there among the 2 investigators. Decided to go ahead and give Joe Diamond the wrench. I'll give each one of the investigators a clue token, and let's see what's next. Loading up the scenario.
A friend from the police force interrupts your fitful sleep to ask a favor. A wealthy recluse has been murdered in his Southside home, and the patrolman responsible for investigating returned with the body, the murder weapon, and a mysterious refusal to investigate further until sunrise. You leave for the crime scene immediately. Southside at night is empty. You walk past the dark windows of South Church, Mars Boarding House, and the Deming Building, until you find the address your friend gave you. Luckily, the deceased recluse and sole occupant of the house has left a key under the mat. You move to unlock the door, but find it already swinging open of its own accord.
All right, heading into the map setup, I guess. Let's start getting things put in place. All right, we were in the middle of setup here. A loud thud from underneath the house breaks the silence, causing the floors of the house to briefly vibrate. The cat immediately leaps from its position, streaking off into the room to your left. Remove the cat. Well, we just put the cat on the board. We remove the cat. So the cat was sitting, staring at the ceiling, and it had a key around its neck, I think. All right, so I guess it's time to begin. So we started our setup just like they recommended, but the cat ran off. I think it said to the left, so I think he took off this way. We'll just put him over to the side right now, and we've got our two investigators. I don't even know if these are the right figures, but close enough. We got a man and a woman. That's good enough. So they said that as we're beginning our turn, the place over here goes to the ballroom, but right here was the chalk outline of the murder victim. So that would certainly be something that would draw your eyes immediately before you would just go wandering off into another room. So let me explain something. According to Board Game Geek, it was recommended that for 2 players solo, 2 investigators solo play, it would be recommended to take 3 actions per investigator. That's why I have these 3 glass beads, so that I can take one off for each action they take. I did this with my Escape from Innsmouth playthrough. We ended up losing horribly anyway, so it didn't make much of a difference. But it was nice to be able to do a few things extra. I believe it's when you get hit with like a stun effect, not dazed, but stunned, where you can only take 1 action on your turn. That really hit hard, going down from 3 to 1 action. So I'll be doing this again using 3 actions per investigator, and we'll see how it works with this scenario. So I guess what I'll do is I'll take a look at my investigators again and see who might be good. Observation 3. Hers is 4. Hers is a little better. He does have his magnifying glass, though, so he can add an extra die when he does an observation test. So it really doesn't matter. Maybe I'll have him go first. So why don't we have Joe Diamond step up 1 space. We'll have him move here. So this will cost us 1 movement point and 1 action. So what I'll do is I'll just remove this one from here. He's got 1 movement point remaining, and he'll interrupt his movement to check out that chalk outline and see what's going on there. So it says, surrounded by blood spatters. Let's spend a second action and search it. You look over. I knew observation was going to come up. You look over, and we need to make a check here. So let's maybe head back to the overhead view. By the way, I have an extra, just opened recently, an extra pack of dice. I think I threw it away, but it gave me a few extra dice to use. We're going to be rolling 4 because of our magnifying glass. So good old private detective and his magnifying glass. Meh. 1 single success. So we'll just type in 1. You cannot overcome the sight of the blood and find yourself distractedly wondering about the victim's life. Suffer one face down horror. Well, that's not a good start. Well, that's not the way I wanted to start things off. Joe gets a face down horror right away. Let's see what else we can do. I guess we could keep searching. Why don't we spend our third action and let's do this again. Does it let us do it again? We're going to search it again. We just didn't get enough. So we'll go back to the bird's eye view. Give this another try. I don't think the magnifying glass is limited to once per round. Oh, it's one additional die, so we can do it. One success and a clue token. Or we can spend a clue token to boost that. I don't think I want to spend it. So is the same thing going to happen again, or are these cumulative? All right, well, maybe just spending some extra time doing it paid off. Judging by the amount of blood, the victim likely died here in the entry hall. You also notice that the chalk outlines right arm stops at the elbow. Gain the forensic evidence unique item and then discard this token. All right, so we do have one more movement step available for the investigator, but he's got this forensic evidence now. Perhaps that will come in handy later. We'll add this over here. Let me take a look at this Bible. What does the Bible do? Action. You or another investigator within range may discard one face down horror. Well, that might help out later. So one more step. Should we step to another place? I think we need to remove this. I think as a free action, I can look down the hallway. I don't think that requires anything extra to do. You're just revealing it. No action required. A large rug is spread over the wooden floor. Discard the site token and place hall 1. All right, so we've added the hall and the door token. And let's see what else it wants us to do. Is that an explore? The paneling on this door is disorienting. Place an explore token as indicated. We'll put another one on the door we just added. I did that. An iron silhouette of a book has been hung on this door. Interesting, okay. Oh, we got another one over there. Whispering. Ooh, whispering comes from behind this door. Well, I guess using his last point of movement, we'll step into the hallway. And that will finish it for Joe Diamond. Now we'll have to go to Agatha and see what she wants to do. I don't think we checked this out. This was a little table or something up here. And that cat, I think that cat ran off through this door. Let's have her spend an action. And we'll step into this room. And why don't we check out the little table here at the front entrance. The cabinet's door is open. We'll spend another action to search it. A strange statuette in the shape of a winged, tentacled creature takes up most of the cabinet. The bottom shelf of the cabinet is a small roll of books with various arcane titles. Gain 1 clue. All right, we'll give Agatha a second clue. The door to the cabinet slams shut, narrowly missing your hand. Perhaps a draft. Discard this search token. That's creepy. Well, she's got one more action and one more point of movement that she can spend. She might be curious to check out what happened to the cat, so she's going to check over here. I think he ran this way. This door leads to the mansion's front lounge. We'll spend her last full action to explore this way. Wow. What do we got? The lounge is filled with comfortable furniture. Lounge tile. All right, we've got the lounge tile placed. Let's see what else we need to do. A loud crash splits the silence of the house, and a blur streaks across the floor. It's got to be the cat. The shards of a vase dot the floor, and two glowing eyes watch you from the shadows under the chair. Place the cat as indicated. I knew the cat was in here. Something belonging to the deceased has been left out on the table, the whiskey common item. So it looks like whiskey may allow you, when you drink it, to discard a couple of face-down horror. That would be helpful later. So let's put that over there and see what else is in here. Search token, a large portrait of the victim in profile hangs over the table on which a smaller frame pictures are arranged. Place a search token here. And another door. Put an explore token there. And something else. Some of the furniture in the lounge could be used as a barricade. I haven't really used barricades yet in this game that I remember. Maybe I'll try that out sometime. All right, found the barricade token. You may move one space. So that should be a free movement in there. Not spending her last point of movement that she had available. So she still has one movement point available to her. And I think we're going to spend that to move into this area with the cat. For some reason, I'm fascinated by the cat. So we're going to move in there. Maybe we can, I don't know, how's her influence is only 3. We don't really have an animal handling skill, so I think that's all we can do. Investigators have spent all their actions, so what's going to happen now? The giggling of a young child can be heard within the house. One of the doors opens and closes, though no figure can be seen. Through the door, a muffled giggling occasionally continues. You believe you now know why the patrol officers hasten to finish their work. Each investigator in the entry hall suffers one face-down horror. Hey, none of us are there. So we got lucky. We're in the lounge and the hallway number 1. So we got lucky there. Silence reigns, complete enveloping silence, no immediate effect. All right, it's just kind of telling us, yeah, we're just getting started. We're going to scramble your brains a little later. Well, shall we try to go through maybe one more round here? Agatha's really drawn to this cat with the key around his neck. Why don't we see if she can, I don't know, do something with that. Let's touch on the cat here on the program. The cat has crouched under a chair in the lounge. A silver key hangs from its collar. Every so often, the cat's hair stands on end and hisses a warning. Let's spend an action in an attempt to befriend the cat. So we're going to need it's not fellowship, it's influence. Too many games. Well, let's take a look here. Her influence is 3. So I don't know about this. We got a couple of clue tokens, so maybe those could help us out. And look at that, we've got 2. I think I'm going to spend both of them. This cat's important, I can tell. So let's go back to the program. We're going to say we got 2 successes here. The cat seems to begrudgingly accept your presence, but eventually it grows disinterested in your attention and wanders off. Yep, a cat being a cat. Doors seem to creak open at the cat's approach and swing shut behind it. Remove the cat from the board. What? The cat has psychic powers? Like telekinetic ability? All right, well, I wonder if this means we should grab a drink. So maybe we'll spend a second action. Maybe I'll take you over to the main board here. Cat walked away. Second action, we'll spend a movement point to wander over here, and we'll spend an action to pick up the whiskey. And we'll put that into our inventory. She's got 1 more point of movement left. She'll move it over here where the search token is. And that's all Agatha can do. So we're up here with Joe. Joe has seen and heard doors opening and shut, and was a bit freaked out by the dead body. So I think he's going to spend an action and discard a face down horror for an action. He's going to discard this face down horror so we can use our Bible to put that away. So that was his first action. There was whispering coming from over here. So maybe for his second action, let's go there. Behind this door, you think you can hear whispering. So, yep, we're going to explore. Dining table. Let's get the dining room tile. All right, we've got the dining room tile. The kitchen is tidy and clean. The whispering seems to be coming from a china cabinet next to the door. So that's weird. Why would it be coming from the china cabinet? Is there a parrot or something over there? A large jar of cookies has been left out on the counter. Are we supposed to eat somebody else's cookies? Well, we'll put one over there. And a meat cleaver has been left on the counter. Maybe a weapon. So there's the meat cleaver. It's a bladed weapon. You may suffer 2 face-down horror to convert all potential successes into successes when attacking. This will do 2 damage when you strike with it. It's a bladed weapon. So I will put that over here into the kitchen area. I should most likely be able to take a step. Oh, there's another back door. I'll put a token back there for the back door. Oh, and another door. Place just keeps getting bigger. And another barricade. All right, I'm finding these barricades disturbing. Move one space. All right, so he gets to move into there. And then so one action was to check the Bible. The second action was to explore. So he has one more action left. Well, let's check out this whispering. We're going to go to that little search token right there and see what this was. Whispering comes from behind the cabinet door. I'm going to open the cabinet door. You reach out and wrench open the cabinet door. At once, a neatly stacked china inside rattles noisily, and the whispering ceases. Inside the cabinet, you find nothing other than fine china. You move to close the door, only to find deep scratches on the inside panel, spelling the words, "Get out." Suffer 2 face-down horror. Willpower will negate. Then gain 1 clue. All right, well, I'll go ahead and give myself the... No, I'm going to hang on. I don't want to do this in order. We got to make a willpower check. So we may need clue tokens in order to make a successful check. Willpower's 3. 2 face-down horror. Well, we got 2 successes there. 1 here, 1 here. So we can negate that horror damage, and then we can gain this clue token. So that gives Joe Diamond 2. That's creepy. And I think that is it, right? We did the Bible, we opened the door, we checked the china cabinet. So we go to the mythos now, or in the investigator phase. Light flickers, and for an instant, shadows that were cast by nothing on this earth stalk across the wall. No immediate effect. It's toying with us, telling us to get out. All right, everybody, I may end this first video here. We're off to an interesting start. Checking out some creepy things at this place. So, hope you'll join me for the next one. Let's try to find out what's going on.